Ever feel like your body is fighting you? You're eating clean, you're hitting your workouts, and still that scale won't budge. Today, we're talking about the real hormonal reasons behind stubborn weight and what to do instead of just eating less and pushing harder. Hey, friend, if you are in your 30s, 40s, or 50s and you feel like nothing is working anymore, this episode is for you. I'm Tracy Erin, and I help women decode their hormones, ditch burnout, and finally feel sexy, stable, and strong again. Inside the Balanced Hormone Solution, we don't guess. We test, rebalance, and rebuild from the inside out. And today, I'm going to show you why weight resistance isn't about willpower. It's about your hormones. Welcome to the Balanced Hormone Solution podcast. If you're a woman, 35 plus, feeling exhausted, struggling to lose weight, and wondering where your libido went, this is for you. I am Tracy Erin, a functional medicine practitioner who helps women balance their hormones naturally without prescriptions, guesswork, or trendy nonsense. Because here's the truth. Your symptoms aren't random. They're signals. And if you know how to listen, you can fix the root cause and start feeling like yourself again. If you're ready for real solutions, let's get to it. So welcome back to the Balanced Hormone Solution podcast. I'm so glad that you're here because today we are having a real conversation that too many women aren't hearing. You're not gaining weight because you're lazy. You're gaining weight because your body is trying to survive. And it's time that we stop punishing ourselves and we start listening to what our hormones are actually saying. Let me tell you a story about Rachel, a client who came to me in total defeat. She was eating about 1,200 calories a day, doing her HIIT workouts 5 times a week, too early in the morning, tracking every single bite. She was still gaining weight. She said, I don't recognize my body anymore. I feel like I'm doing everything right, but nothing's working. Maybe this sounds familiar to you. Turns out that Rachel didn't need another diet. She needed hormone repair. So within 3 months, she had more energy, her sleep normalized, and the weight started coming off without restriction, without counting calories, all because we addressed the real root causes. So let's get to the 3 main reasons that block us from releasing unwanted weight in our bodies. Number 1, cortisol. I talk a lot about cortisol, and for good reason. Cortisol is blocking fat loss. Now, cortisol is your body's stress hormone. It's like the emergency brake on your metabolism. And when we have high cortisol, it tells our body, hold on to fat, we're in danger here. And even good stress, things like heavy exercise, workouts, fasting, really tight schedules where we keep ourselves, really buttoned up throughout our day. These things can spike cortisol if your body is already depleted. Things like low sleep, late night screen time without blocking blue light, and emotional stress. These all are read as messages in the same way. They're the same thing in our bodies. They're all cortisol overload. So if you're wired at night, crashing in the afternoon, or anxious all day, this is step 1 that we need to take a deeper look at, focus on as the priority. Number 2, insulin resistance. Now, a lot of clients come to me and say, I can't lose weight, must be my hormones. I had a baby, haven't been able to get my body back. Hormones, hormones, hormones. And it's true. Your hormones are at play here, but it's often not the sex hormones that we like to blame things on, the estrogen, progesterone, the testosterone. Let's go higher up the chain here and look at insulin. Insulin is our fat storage hormone, and most women in midlife are becoming insulin resistant without even knowing it. And that's because as we age and our hormones begin to shift, remember, perimenopause is one of those transitions in life where outside of pregnancy, it is our most significant change in hormones. We had our first period and we are moving towards our last period. That's what perimenopause is all about, is this shifting of our ovaries are beginning to shut down and our adrenals are beginning to take over And as our estrogen levels are decreasing because our ovaries aren't producing as much anymore, we become more insulin resistant. This is why a friend I walk with every single morning, every single Friday morning, says to me, I'm not doing anything different. I am eating the exact same way and my body is changing. I'm not losing weight like I used to be. That's exactly right. And that's what we're all experiencing at this time of life. Because as we get older, we have to shift as our hormones are shifting. Back to insulin though. If you're feeling tired after meals, craving sugar, getting hangry easily, right? You need snacks in that first, you need to eat every 2 to 3 hours. Your insulin just might be working against you. And here's the real kicker. You could be insulin resistant with normal blood work. Functional labs show us what your doctor probably missed. So my question for you is, did you get a hemoglobin A1C read? Did you get a fasting insulin read? These are things that I run on my clients all the time because I want to see what insulin is doing behind the scenes, especially where we have resistant weight loss. So the kicker here is that you don't need fewer carbs. You just need better insulin control. And no, you don't have to be diabetic or pre-diabetic to pay attention to your insulin. Just by the fact that you are a female going through perimenopause means you must start paying attention to your insulin. And number 3, your sex hormones are beginning to speak up. Okay, so let's talk about how they factor into all of this. Well, if you have low progesterone, that's going to mean your sleep is suffering. You're dealing with mood swings and weight gain. Or what about if you have, let's say, low progesterone, which means your estrogen is imbalanced and now it's dominating the scene. You could even have normal progesterone and still have too much estrogen, right? Because of our poor gut and liver health. That's going to give us bloating, PMS, cravings, that stubborn belly fat. So even if your period comes, your levels still might be imbalanced and your body ultimately is trying to compensate. So hormone harmony is not about perfect levels. It's about alignment. And once your body feels safe again, it naturally lets go of the extra weight. So let me give you an action step for a quick win that you can start this week. I want you to pick one small habit that helps your body communicate everywhere, head to toe, that you are safe. Okay, and this could look like a 10-minute walk in the morning sunlight. It could look like prioritizing protein first thing at breakfast. I want you to eat breakfast within an hour of waking. I'd love for you to aim for 30 grams of protein within 1 hour of waking up. It also could look like 5 minutes of breath work before bed, or treating yourself to 2 cups of Epsom salts and warm water in a bath before you get to bed. You need to communicate this message that you are safe, because when your body feels safe, it stops storing weight as protection. So, friend, your body isn't broken. It's wise. It's not sabotaging you. It's actually screaming for help in a language that we have never been taught to understand. So it's time to stop punishing yourself and start nourishing yourself. You don't need restriction. You need balance. And that's what I am here for. So if you're ready to ditch this guesswork, get real answers, join me inside the Balanced Hormone Solution. You get functional labs, personalized coaching, step-by-step guidance to heal your hormones, drop the weight, and finally feel like you again. So the link is in the show notes, and I would love to see you on the next episode, or even better, in the Balanced Hormone Solution, so I can help you correct this and get you feeling back to you again. Until next time. That's it for today's episode of the Balanced Hormone Solution podcast. If this resonated, don't just listen, do something about it. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And if you know another woman who's tired of feeling like a stranger in her own body, send her this way. For more support, check out the show notes. I've got resources to help you get started. Just remember, your body isn't broken. You just need the right tools. See you next time.